Dear friends, I would like to talk to you about few aspects of this life and life hereafter. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created us and He has a purpose behind this. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned in Quran the purpose of His creation of this man on this earth. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وما خلقت الجن والإنس إلا ليعبدون. I have created man and jinn but for my worship, only. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created us for His worship. So we have to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. To worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the first and foremost thing is we have to know who Allah is and whom we have to worship. We have to know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and this is the bottom line of worship. Knowing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that who is Allah and what He wants from me. To know this is the purpose of worship. This is the root of bottom of worship. To know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants from us. What are the commands behind it? His worship. And we have to follow His commands. So first thing we have to know. To knowing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is called Iman. So we have Iman is the bottom line of worship. And Amal is the maintenance of worship. We have to process of worship. But the bottom line of worship is to know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to have Iman, to have faith on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And to develop this faith, this is the main purpose of this life. We have to develop our faith. We don't see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We have to know Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala without seeing. And this is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants from us. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created the souls, all souls from the back of children of Adam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned this in Surah Al-Araf, verse number 172. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He created all the souls, He asked the souls together that Alastu bi Rabbikum, am I not your Rabb? Am I not your creator and sustainer? Who is Rabb? Rabb is creator and sustainer. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked all souls together that Alastu bi Rabbikum, am I not your Rabb? And all souls in one voice they replied, Qalu bala shahidna. Yes, we testify that you are our Rabb, you are our creator, and you are our sustainer. All souls together they replied. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala could send all these people to paradise directly without sending to this earth. Because this is what He wants, that this man surrender to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, recognize Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and tell that you are our Rabb. And they said. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, instead of sending to this earth, He could send all these people to the paradise directly to live forever. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala know, He knows the past and future. He knows everything. He knows that all these people are not truthful. Everybody is saying right now that Shahidna, we testify that you are our Rabb, but they are not truthful. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to send only truthful to the paradise. And this is what He has created paradise for. And wrongdoers and untruthful and the deniers of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He wants to send them to hellfire. And this is why He has created hellfire, Jahannam. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows each and every person who will go to hellfire and who will go to paradise. And He could decide, He could differentiate, and he could send those people to the paradise, people of paradise, and those people will go to the hellfire. Just send them to the hellfire. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala could do this. But He wants to justify. He knows it is truth, and this is what will happen. From His knowledge, He knows that who will go to paradise, who will do righteous to good deeds, and who will be wicked on this earth. He knows everything. But still He wants to see, He wants to justify His decision. And this is why He wanted to send people to this earth. He created a system. Through this system, people will come to this earth. And this earth He decorated with lust and desires and glittering shows. And instead of just saying in a nice place, the Qalu Bala Shahidna, on the above 7 heavens there is no trial, it was very easy. But those are the truthful, they will also say this in the environment of all these bad situations and the desire fulfilled, desire, lust, and glittering shows of this world. In this situation also, the truthful ones will say, Qalu Bala Shahidna, and untruthful will forget. And this is what he wanted to justify. So he decided to send people to the earth. And it was a system. He derived a system. The system that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put all the souls in the alam arwah, the ruh, the worlds of ruh, which is above heavens. Allah knows in which heaven. But in one place where all the ruhs are gathered, and systematically Allah knows when and who and when will come through the system. The first step will come to the womb of the mother, and then this dunya, and they will go back from dunya to the grave, barzakh, and barzakh to the day of judgment. And on the day of judgment, it will be decided, it will be justified, it will be, their record will be brought forward, that who were truthful and who were wicked, wrongdoers. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants only truthful to go to the paradise. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned this in Surah Ma'idah, verse number 119. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Hada yawmu yanfa'us sadiqina sidquhum. This verse is long. This one portion is Hada yawmu yanfa'us sadiqina sidquhum. On the day of judgment, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say, this is the day only truthful will benefit from their truth. That means those truthfuls they will be sent to the paradise. هذا يوم ينفع الصادقين صدقهم. This is the day. Today, only truthful will benefit from their truth. So to justify truthful and untruthful, righteous and wicked, Allah SWT sent mankind on this earth. And this is what we have to remember. Each and every moment we have to remember that we are on trial. This earth is not a destination. Allah SWT did not create this earth as a destination. It is a process. It is a corridor. The womb of mother was a corridor. This is where the ruh and body, Allah SWT created body in the womb of mother. He gathered the ingredients of this body in the womb of mother. Ingredients from where? From fish, from vegetables, from meat, from milk, from all these earth products. Our father ate, and from all these things, this is a product of earth. So ultimately, it's going to the bottom line is earth. Allah SWT gathered, extracted a drop of fluid, a nutfa, from all this food. And from this nutfa, Allah SWT created in the womb of mother our body's origin. From this nutfa, a blood clot and the flesh of meat. And from this, it was in the form of, meaning of hadith is, it was in the form of nutfa 40 days, and in the form of blood clot 40 days, in the form of flesh 40 days, and then ruh, when angels brought ruh and inserted into the body. And it is called, I call it docking. The word docking is when a spacecraft goes and it joined with the international spacecraft. You know, everybody knows this. Nowadays it is very common. Then this spacecraft, the one is going from the Earth and joining over there, the international spacecraft, it docked. In the running status, they docked, they joined with each other. Similarly, Allah SWT sent ruh, so angel, and this angel brought this ruh inside the womb of the mother, and this is where he docked. He inserted this ruh in the body. And this flesh of meat, Allah SWT changed it. وَالَّذِي أَنْشَأَكُمْ وَجَعَلَ لَكُمُ السَّمْعَ وَالْأَبْصَارَ وَالْأَفْئِدَةَ قَلِيلًا مَا تَشْكُرُونَ. In Surah Tabarakallah, Allah SWT is saying that I created your existence and gave you hearings and seeing, sight, gave you ears and eyes and a mind, and very little thanks you give. So Allah SWT created man over there, this body, and this ruh came and it was inserted into the body. And this was the first stage of corridor. First corridor we passed through the womb of the mother. Then Allah SWT, when it was ready to survive, it was ready to survive and act and work on this earth, then it was delivered to this earth. And then this is the life of the earth. This is the life of this dunya. And this is the place where we have to show how much truthful we had been at that time when we say, Qalu Bala Shahidna, that you are our Lord, you are our creator, you are our sustainer, you are our creator, you are our Rabb. We said at that time, the mankind, entire mankind, they said together that yes, you are our Rabb. But in this dunya, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decorated this dunya with all kind of trials and fitna and all kind of glittering shows and lust and desires. And in this condition, who are those who will say, Palu Bala Shahidna? They will come and they will recognize, they will not see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but they will recognize. They will look at this creation, and from this creation, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put science, ingredients of faith in every unit of creation, in everything, to recognize Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If even a person, he did not meet a prophet, never, or a person who has knowledge of prophet or the unseen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, still a person, so that he can recognize Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he recognized that there is one who has created him. This much ingredients Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put in each and every item of this universe. And we see this from the life of Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam. You know, when everyone knows this, that when Ibrahim alayhi salam, his mother gave birth in a cave because of fear of Namrud, that if he knows, he will kill him. So she gave birth in a cave. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him growth, and very quickly he raised. He was a big boy. But mother used to go and feed him inside this cave, and she used to tell that don't go out, because if you go out, they will kill you. So you stay here. So, but he was a boy. He was not a prophet at that time. Maybe a boy of 8, 9 years old. And when he came out from the cave at night with fear, and he looked at the sky, and he was thinking, who has created me? He has no desire for food. He has no desire for his safety. He does not have any concern of his safety. Nothing. Only he is thinking that who has created me? Who is my creator? How did I come in this form? How my existence came into this form? How? Who is the creator? So through the leaves at night, he looked and he saw a big star, and he said, this is my Lord, this is my creator, this is my Rob. When he saw, and whole night he was looking, and this star went down, it set, and he said, no, since it set, it cannot be my Lord, cannot be my Rob. He cannot be my creator and sustainer, because he is gone. So he was concerned, he had concern, and thinking and thinking and thinking. He came out next night and he saw a big moon through the leaves of the jungle in the cave. And he said, this is my. فَلَمَّا رَأَى الْقَمَرَ بَازِغًا قَالَ هَذَا رَبِّي. When he saw the moon, he said, this is my Rob. This is my Rob. Again he was looking whole night, and he saw this moon is also setting, and he said, no, since it sets, it cannot control, it cannot take care of me. It is gone. So it cannot be my creator. It cannot be my sustainer. Then next morning, with courage, he came out. His concern is only one concern. Who is my creator? And look, he is not a prophet. He is nothing. He is in an environment where there is no question, there is no mention of this any other things. People used to think Namrud is God, and they used to worship all this idol. His father used to make idol. His father was an idol maker. And in this environment, where there is no environment of Allah, there is no environment of God, and in this environment, his concern was what? Who is my creator? So when he saw the sun, he said, فَلَمَّا رَأَى الشَّمْسَ بَازِغَةً قَالَ هَذَا رَبِّي هَذَا أَكْبَرُ. This is the big one, and this must be my Rabb. Again, he saw the sun is also setting, and he said, this also cannot be my Rabb. And he was watching and watching, and he saw a system that's going and coming in the same pattern. So he realized with this age, at this age, he realized that there is behind all these things, there is someone who is controlling this in the same system, same manner. If there is no controller, it cannot run like this so smoothly, so same pattern, maintaining rules. There must be someone behind which I don't see. Then he realized that this is the one who is controlling all these things. Every day sun is going, moon is going, stars are going. Uh, The one who is controlling, he is my Lord, who is my creator, and he is my sustainer. He was so sure that this is the one. And he said, Inni wajjahtu wajhiya lilladhi fatara as-samawati wal arda hanifan wa ma ana minal mushrikeen. That I am turning my face to the one who has created this heaven and the earth, and I am not among the mushrikeen, idolaters. I am not among the idolaters. He did not have any book. He did not study anything. He did not have an environment. He did not have any environment. And in this condition, because of his concern, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made it easy for him. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not send an angel to tell him all these things. Nothing. He was not a prophet at that time. But he realized the truth. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala helped him. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala helped him because of his concern. Because of his concern that there has to be someone behind this who has created me. There has to be someone who has created me. And where he is, who is he? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala showed him. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him right direction. So this is the way we have to find out, my dear and respected brothers. Even we don't see a prophet, even we don't meet a prophet, we don't have Quran, we don't have any book of revelation from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, still a person can recognize his creator and he can say, the one who has created this heaven and the earth, fatras samawati wal arda, asman, the sky and heavens, the one who has created, he is my Rabb. He is my Rabb. When Musa alayhi salam went to Pharaoh asked, who is your Lord? When he said, I have come to you from my Rabb. Then he said, oh Musa, who is your Rabb for you too? Musa and Harun. Musa alayhi salam said, Alladhi a'ta kulla shay'in khalqahu summa hada. The one who has given existence to everything and he has guided it to a destiny. He is my Lord. The one who has created this heaven and the earth. Alladhi a'ta kulla shay'in khalqahu. The one who has given the existence and body to everything of this universe, and he has guided it and made it pattern, made it to follow the rules. This is the one is my creator. So this way, every person, the first thing is before food, before safety, anything, it is the responsibility of every human being to find out who is my creator. And this is the bottom line of this worship. To worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. I have created man and jinn for nothing but my worship. I have created them for my worship. And this is the bottom line of worship to recognize Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And when you recognize Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given all these materials to recognize Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and He has given the book of revelation, book, and He has given prophet, and all this information to say La ilaha illallah, La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah. This is the bottom line. This is the bottom line of worship. This is the Iman. And this is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants. Who is the one who look for this and find out this truth and say La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah. He is the truthful one. He deserves paradise. I will send him to the paradise. So this is the purpose of life, my dear and respected brothers. First and foremost, to find out who is my creator. Day and night we are working. Day and night we are working. All the time we are spending for this dunya, and the purpose we are forgetting. This is not the purpose. Purpose is to recognize Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to see what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants from us. This is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent the Prophet and also book Al-Quran and Prophet Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam to inform that what is his purpose of sending and what he wants from mankind. And this question was asked, look, this question was asked in the beginning, in the first stage of creation, the Alastu bi Rabbikum. And when people goes to the grave, the first question is asked, the same question, Mar Rabbuka, who is your Rabb? The first question was asked, Alastu bi Rabbikum, am I your Lord? Am I your Rabb? And when he will go to the grave, first question will be asked, Mar Rabbuka. Did you recognize this truth? The one who recognized, the one who worked day and night, he made mujahada. وَالَّذِينَ جَاهَدُوا فِينَا لَنَهْدِيَنَّهُمْ سُبُلَنَا. The one who will make mujahada and try and sacrifice to find out his Lord, to find out his Creator and Sustainer. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will lead him to the truth. And he worked. And when a person goes to the grave, the first question will be asked, did you recognize Allah? Who is your Rabb? Who is your Rabb? Mar Rabbuka. Who is your Rabb? The one who worked for this, he will say, Allah is my Rabb. Allah. Mar Rabbuka. Rabbi Allah. He will say, Rabbi Allah. And the means of worship, this Islam Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave. And a prophet he gave. And all these things, a menu book Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave, a manual book, Quran, where everything is written, everything is clearly. And this Quran is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Proof is that everything you see in this world, you will see in the Quran also. You will see how man is created. Man is created from nutfa to the blood clot to the flesh to the man. And all things are described over there. Sun is moving in their orbit. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned in Surah Yasin, sun is they're swimming in the something swims and coming this seasons of the year. Look, the seasons of the year. Because of the season of the year, you can find out this is the orbit. When it says swimming and it is coming again and again in the same manner, it is an orbit. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala shows that Allah mentioned this orbit. Sun is in their orbit, moon is in their orbit, stars are in their orbit, everything is in their orbit, everything is mentioned over there. The book where everything is mentioned, what we see outside, it is in the book of Quran. Therefore, the one who has created this universe and the one who has revealed this book is the same one, same authority, and this is the one. who has, therefore this truth, this Quran is the truth. This is the way you have to recognize the Quran is the truth. And Quran is the Islam is the true religion. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned in Quran, Inna ad-deena inda Allah Islam. To Allah, only acceptable religion is Islam. So second question will be in the grave, is Madinuka, what is your deen? And the person who made sacrifice, he worked for it and he found this Islam is my religion. He will be the one who practices this Islam. He and only he will be able to say Islam is my religion. Islam is my deen. And man nabiyuka, ma dinuka, first question will be man rabbuka, who is your Rabb? Ma dinuka, what is your deen? Man nabiyuka, who is your prophet? And the one who followed the Prophet Muhammad Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he followed his footstep, his lifestyle. This is the one who will be able to say, Muhammadur Rasulullah, Nabi Muhammadur Rasulullah, he is my prophet. And he is kamyab, he is successful one. And the people who will spend their all time in dunya without having any concern of hereafter, without having any concern of his creator who has created him. He has only his going behind his stomach, nothing but stomach, like a cow. He will not be able to answer this question. He will say, Ladri, Ladri. In the grave, when he will say, when this question will be asked, he will say, Ladri, Ladri. And he is the one, he is failure. So, my dear and respected brothers, I have to warn myself. I have to warn myself, and I have to warn yourself. And every entire humanity, one few things I have to remind myself. I am reminding myself. I don't deserve to tell you this because I am not that person. I am not an alim. I am not a scholar of Islam. I am nothing. I am an English learned person. I have a master's. I have two masters, one from Bangladesh and one from America. And 16 years, I had been lecturer in American University. So I am not scholars of Islam. But because of this concern that I have to, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given this responsibility to remind ourselves, each other. They remind, they encourage each other for truth, to the truth, and encourage each other to the sabr, patience. It is our each and everyone's responsibility to remind each other. And because of this responsibility, it's bringing me out here and to talk to you like this. I don't deserve to talk to you like this. I am not an alim, a scholar. Ulamas are there. But it is not only ulama's responsibility. Remember, it is everyone's responsibility. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving. Allah says, وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالْحَقِّ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالصَّبْرِ. The people who are successful, who are saved from the loss, entire loss, they are the people who will encourage each other to the haqq and encourage each other to the patience. And I want, alhamdulillah, inshallah, I want one of them. So this is what I am out here. I am talking to you. And I need this. I need this for me. I am talking to myself. And if you want, you can get some benefit, inshallah. Definitely you will get benefit. But we cannot forget the purpose behind it. Why we are here? What is the purpose of this? My dear and respected brothers, this life is this. It is not just to spend time like that. It is not for that. Each and every moment is important. Each and every moment. So we have to think. We have to sit down. That what we are doing. Our time is coming. Anytime we can go back. We can go back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And our destination will be where? Now, this being righteous person and being a wicked person, a righteous person, a truthful one, an untruthful one, this is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He has made this earth as a trial place, and different kind of material of test he has put. He has put different kind of trials material. One of the most serious and most dangerous trial material is on nafs. Dear brother, remember this nafs. And this nafs is what? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to try us who is who is truthful and who is wrongdoers, who is untruthful. He inspired, he built this nafs in a mixture of huh, good and bad. وَنَفْسٍ وَمَا سَوَّاهَا فَأَلْهَمَهَا فُجُورَهَا وَتَقْوَاهَا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is taking oath of this nafs. وَنَفْسٍ وَمَا سَوَّاهَا. And by the nafs, by the soul, and the one who has proportionated ما سواها فألهمها فجورها وتقواها. He inspired this nafs with fujur and taqwa. So in this nafs, in our nafs, there are two things side by side, good and bad, fujur and taqwa. وَنَفْسٍ وَمَا سَوَّاهَا فَأَلْهَمَهَا فُجُورَهَا وَتَقْوَاهَا. So we have to encourage our taqwa and suppress the fujur. The one who will encourage the taqwa, who raised his taqwa up and suppressed his fujur inside two things are there. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put this as a material, as a means of trial. This is the most severe things, let me tell you. This is the most severe things. If you are not careful, if we are not careful, the fujur will grow up very fast. Evil always try to, because evil fujur has so much help over there. The shaitan is there, nafs is there, this world is there, everything is falling towards hellfire. And this will grow very fast. And taqwa, for taqwa, a prophet is sent, and goodness, good environment is sent, and people are not liking this. They are going, most of the people are going towards the wrong way, taking the wrong exit, and fujur is going up and taqwa is going down, and this is what the trial is taking place. So this is what we have to be very careful that what we are growing inside, our taqwa. Taqwa, if we grow, فَأَلْهَمَهَا فُجُورَهَا وَتَقْوَاهَا. It is in Surah Ash-Shams, in 30th para, in Surah Ash-Shams, ayat number 7 to 10, you will find فَأَلْهَمَهَا فُجُورَهَا وَتَقْوَاهَا قَدْ أَفْلَحَ مَنْ زَكَّاهَا. The one who grow this taqwa, he is successful one. وَقَدْ أَفْلَحَ مَنْ زَكَّاهَا وَقَدْ خَابَ مَنْ دَسَّاهَا. And the one who corrupt his souls, he is the one he is failed. He fails, he is destroyed. So this is where inside these things over there. So we have to be very careful how we are growing our inner sense, inner parts. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given good tidings. The people who will be growing their taqwa, good things, righteousness, taqwa, righteousness will grow and suppress their wrongdoers, wickedness in the heart. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given good tidings for them, for this dunya and hereafter. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, saying, وَمَنْ يَتَّقِ اللَّهِ, in Surah Talaq, verse number 3, 4, most probably وَمَنْ يَتَّقِ اللَّهَ يَجْعَلْ لَهُ مَخْرَجًا وَيَرْزُقْهُ مِنْ حَيْثُ لَا يَحْتَسِبُ. The one who fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and obey. Taqwa means fear and obey of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Only fear is nothing. It is mockery. Fear the one, وَمَنْ يَتَّقِ اللَّهَ, the one who fears Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Follow the Prophet and all the rules and regulations of Islam. Then for them, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, وَمَنْ يَتَّقِ اللَّهَ يَجْعَلْ لَهُ مَخْرَجًا. Whatever in difficulty he is in, whatever problem he is in, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will find a way out from this difficulty. The one who will fear Allah, Allah will find a way out from this difficulty for him. وَيَرْزُقْهُ مِنْ حَيْثُ لَا يَحْتَسِبُ. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will provide his sustenance, his rizq from the sources he even cannot imagine that this can be his source of his sustenance. The one, this taqwa. So this taqwa, the one who will raise this taqwa, encourage this taqwa, then his dunya is also kamyab. He is kamyab in dunya. He is successful in dunya. And hereafter is also this entire paradise. Everywhere you will find in Quran the وَمَنْ يَتَّقِ اللَّهَ, the one who has taqwa, paradise is for them. It is in every place you will find. So taqwa is the main thing. And this is where inside our nafs, Allah subhanahu has put this. So we have to be, if the one who will be day and night in dunya, and he does not think anything, this is enough distraction, enough to be destroyed. The person who thinks that day and night his thinking is dunya, he forget about hereafter, he forget about akhirat, and day and night he is thinking and spending his time for dunya. فَأَمَّا مَنْ طَغَى وَآثَرَ الْحَيَاةَ الدُّنْيَا. The one who, it is in Surah Al-Nazi'at, فَأَمَّا مَنْ طَغَى وَآثَرَ الْحَيَاةَ الدُّنْيَا فَإِنَّ الْجَحِيمَ هِيَ الْمَأْوَى. The one who transgress, and prefer dunya over hereafter, his destination is hellfire. This is enough to go to hellfire. They preferring dunya over hereafter. Time of salat is going, time of obedience of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going, and we are indulging this dunya and earning this dunya. We don't have, if we do not go to job, there is no way I can spend time. This is the concern people have. It is time for retirement. He will not retire because I don't have place to spend time. A Muslim has day and night, every second is valuable. Every second is valuable. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, the one who prefer this dunya, this is enough. Prefer asar al hayat al dunya. Dunya, he preferred this dunya over akhirah. فَإِنَّ الْجَحِيمَ هِيَ الْمَأْوَى. And transgress. فَأَمَّا مَنْ طَغَى. Transgress. He does not make salat because of his job. He transgress because of this dunya. It is time for salat, but he is going to job because my job is more important than salat. So this is the transgression. This is فَأَمَّا مَنْ طَغَى وَآثَرَ الْحَيَاةَ الدُّنْيَا. It is time for Siyam, the month of Ramadan. You have to fast, and you have job, and you have some for meaningless excuse that I have diabetes and this I cannot fast. And this is transgression because of this preferring this dunya. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, فَأَمَّا مَنْ طَغَى وَآثَرَ الْحَيَاةَ الدُّنْيَا فَإِنَّ الْجَحِيمَ هِيَ الْمَأْوَى وَأَمَّا مَنْ خَافَ مَقَامَ رَبِّهِ. And the one who will fear that I have to stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, khafa maqama rabbihi, I have to stand in front of him and restrain himself from wrongdoings, from lust, from desire, from attraction of this dunya. فَإِنَّ الْجَنَّةَ هِيَ الْمَأْوَى وَأَمَّا مَنْ خَافَ مَقَامَ رَبِّهِ وَنَهَى النَّفْسَ عَنِ الْهَوَى فَإِنَّ الْجَنَّةَ هِيَ الْمَأْوَى. The one who feared that I have to stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, my job is, let the job go. My salat, I have to pray my salat. This is the first thing. And then job, then dunya, then my wife and children. Everything is after that, after Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He stand, he fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that I have to stand and give accounts of this. I have to stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he restrained his desire, lust, and attraction of this dunya. And he said, فَأَمَّا مَنْ خَافَ مَقَامَ رَبِّهِ وَنَهَى النَّفْسَ عَنِ الْهَوَى فَإِنَّ الْجَنَّةَ هِيَ الْمَأْوَى. His destination is paradise. This is the one who is truthful. And this is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent on us on this earth. In the beginning, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked, who is your, am I not your Rabb? Alastu bi Rabbikum. And at the dust, first question in the grave will be asked, who is your Rabb? Man Rabbuka. This will be the first question. Look, there is a connection. In the beginning, first question was, am I not your Rabb? And here, Man Rabbuka, who is your Rabb? So the same question. That means in this dunya, entire dunya, this is the main thing we have to find out, who is my Rabb. The day and night we have to work. Day and night we have to work for this. We have to make mujahada to find Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to bring iman into our heart, bring love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala into our heart, love of salat into our heart. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given salat. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given Islam. This love of Islam. What is Islam? This Islam. إقامة شهادة أن لا إله إلا الله وأن محمد رسول الله إقامة الصلاة إيتاء الزكاة صوم رمضان حج البيت من استطاع إليه سبيلا. These 5 things are the first fundamental things of Islam. Just Iman. First is Iman. Shahadatu an la ilaha illallah wa anna Muhammadur Rasulullah. There is none worthy of worship except Allah, and Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the prophet of Allah, the messenger of Allah, is the first and foremost pillar of Islam. And this is Iman. And for this worship, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. This worship, the bottom line of worship is Iman, finding Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, looking for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and finding Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Who is Allah? And this question will be asked in the day of judgment and at the time of death. نَحْنُ خَلَقْنَاكُمْ فَلَوْلَا تُصَدِّقُونَ. It will be severely punished, a person. Severely punished. In Surya Waqia you will see this. Severely punished, and it will be said that I created you. I created you. Why you did not come by recognizing me? It will be severely punished, and it will be said, نَحْنُ خَلَقْنَاكُمْ. I created you. فَلَوْلَا تُصَدِّقُونَ. Why you did not recognize me? Why did not you recognize and acknowledge that I created you? I was your Lord. I was your creator. I was your sustainer. I was your Rabb. Why you did not recognize this? Dear brothers, this is what the truth is. So we have to show ourselves we are truthful to go to paradise. Unless we show that we are truthful, we cannot go to paradise. And hellfire, where hellfire is, this hellfire, this every jail has a place. Initially they put in this place, and when judgment is finalized, they put in the bigger jail for long term. But short term there is a jail. So in this dunya also, in the middle of this earth, in the center of this gravity in the earth, there is a Jahannam. You will see in the hadith, a hadith from Abdullah ibn Abbas, Abdullah ibn Masud, and many hadiths I have seen. I looked this in the internet, these hadiths. In internet, Google, there you will get something good things in Google. If you turn this hadith about this hellfire, and there you will see a lot of hadiths will come up, and differences there of all these good hadiths. That where is Jahannam is temporarily. There is a Jahannam here, and it is in this dunya. So it is in this dunya, and when Allah SWT will finish this dunya, and when it will be taken to the day of judgment, and Allah SWT in Surah Abasa Amma Yatasalun, and different surah, the Jahannam will be brought forward, and this is what the main jail is over there, and these people will be taken over there at that time. But people are here. There is a Jahannam here inside, and it is Russians. They have discovered this. You may find this. You enter in the Google, go to the Google and see enter this Kola Peninsula in Siberia. Kola Peninsula in Siberia. This scientist of Russian scientist, they worked 22 years. They in 24th of May 1970 they started digging this earth, and they wanted to go to the on the other side of the earth and find out what is inside the earth. But when they went up to this 12,262 262 meters, it is 700 619 7.619 miles, and they found they in their digging materials in the at the bottom there was a microphone and there was a camera, and this camera when it reached there it's a more than something like 2000 degree Fahrenheit, and only few seconds, 17 seconds or something, this camera stayed, and it recorded. This way several times they entered and they found this Jahannam is there. All this punishment has been there. Big angels I have seen with my eyes. Still I cannot. Day and night this sight is there. You see this these angels are there over there, and it is being punished. People from the beginning of the earth world. To all these people of Ad, Samud, and Nuh alayhi salam, and everybody is there, and they are being punished, and they are throwing in the hellfire. And you can see this. You go and check this. You go to the YouTube, and go in this and just enter in the search that Kula Peninsula, Siberia, and you will see a lot of and find. You see there are some people who are Gnostic. They are atheist. They are trying to mislead people and wrong things that they are telling. But there are some site you will find the truth. They have spoken the truth. And what happened over there after 22 years when they found that place, when they saw those things, all the scientists, almost half of the scientists, they ran away, and they were crying, and they say, what we saw? We don't desire to see these things. They ran away. And I saw in the Googles, Googles, it is mentioned over there in the Googles, you can read this. It is mentioned that when the most of the scientists, they ran away, in the next night, in the first day, next night, some of them were staying over there. They tried to completely close this so that people never can open this again. And they did this. At that time, they saw a big fumes in the form of a big creature. And it was saying in Russian language, it said, I have conquered. It is in English, it is written in quote, I quote, I have conquered. And it was said, this voice came from this creature. It was said in Russian language, and it is said, I have conquered. And I myself I have researched, and I have decided this. I have thought in my mind, may Allahu Alam, that it is Allah. So His Messenger, He sent this, that Allah Ghaliba. In different places Allah has mentioned in the Quran that me and my Prophet will be winner. So I am the winner. I have conquered. Probably in Russian language, they not properly translated. So it is Allah SWT has sent a message to His Jibril, probably angel Jibril or some other angel was there. And when the scientists they heard this, these Russians they put their temporary memory. They can remove this memory. So they gave them a medicine, and it was this kind of things is going on. So you should study this. I am studying this, and day and night I am seeing. I saw several times. I saw in my TV. I saw these angels, and it looked like this angel is breaking my TV and coming. And it looked like if one of these angels come on this earth, he can destroy all this humanity. They are so severe. And this is what Allah SWT has mentioned. Shidadun ghilazun. They are severe. Shidad means severe and ghilaz means violent. I have seen in my I have a dictionary, Arabic dictionary, and Shidadun ghilazun about Allah SWT has mentioned about the angels of this hellfire. Their characteristic is shidadun ghilazun. They are severe and they are violent. So exactly these things, and they are throwing these people into the hell. It is hell there. You can see there. So this is what is over there. It is now inside our bottom, and this bottom it is hell there for temporary hell. When Allah will establish the day of judgment, all these things will go over there, and over there it will be done, and this final jail is there, final hellfire is there. It will be thrown into hellfire. These people of hellfire. So this is what I am saying, my dear and respected brother. Alastu bi rabbikum qalu bala. You read this ayat number 172, Surah Al-A'raf. This is what Allah SWT has said. And Allah SWT has said this in Surah Ma'idah, in Surah 119. هَذَا يَوْمُ يَنْفَعُ الصَّادِقِينَ صِدْقُهُم. This is the day only truthful will benefit from their truth. So this is the bottom line of my what I want to tell you. This, that we have to show ourselves truthful on this earth. This is what we have, our day and night, our concern should be. And we have to go back, when we will go back to the grave, and if we can prove that we are truthful, then Allah SWT will send paradise. Illeen, our book of deeds will be sent to the Illeen. Allah SWT will order to send a book of deeds in the Illeen. And the people who will not are unable to show this, their book of deeds will be sent to the Sijjin. It is in Wailul Mutaffifin. You will find this. It will be sent, and Sijjin is there at the bottom of this earth. There is a room over there. There is a big office over there. Hellfire angels, and all these files are over there being recorded over there, and they are being thrown in the hellfire, and they will be taken over there. So these are the things are going on over here at this each and every moment. Many people are being thrown on the hellfire. You can see with your own eyes. If you get the proper sight, you will see this. It is they are trying to mess up all these things with falsehood, and all these atheists are trying to mislead people. So my dear and respected brothers, I'll finish my talk. It is so long. It is almost 1 hour. So please pray for me. I am really very concerned, and I've seen this with my eyes, with this hellfire and all these angels, and I have so much fear. But still I am disobedient. Still I see, but when in the flow, then I cannot obey Allah SWT properly. So it is my problem. Every one of you are better than me. My problem, I am reminding myself. This is why we have to remind ourselves, each other, about this. This is a short talk, but it is very long. It is very long things to talk. So I'm sorry. It is so long. Talk is almost 1 hour. So I'll finish, inshallah. Please pray for me. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala sayyidil mursaleen.